consent.
Yes. Welcome, everyone. Stuart Friesen and Austin Wayne Self are on the X list for us. So sorry about that, but we did nail on some things yesterday, and today we move on to NASCAR here at WeLiveFantasy.com. We got Tyler Lau. I am Mike Chaffee, and we're going to talk about the NRA Bristol Night Race, one of the best races of the year. If they ranked races top to bottom, that would probably be top 5 race of the year, even with all the crown jewel events. So we are here. We have a bunch of contests, a bunch of value, a bunch of guys, and a couple different strategies here for us. Then we're going to take a look at. So when you look at this slate, Tyler, for the Cup Series, what's the first thing that kind of caught your eye? Where did your brain go with the Bristol Night Race?
How difficult it is to get a 3-dom stack.
Okay, what do you mean by that?
So I like to play the short track races and the longer races with more laps with a 3-dom stack, and that's just 3 potential lap leaders. If you could get 3 potential lap leaders in your lineup and all 3 of them lead, the majority of the laps, then there should be no reason why you're not taking home some cheddar. So it just becomes very difficult when they make the pricing like they have this week. If you look at it, I love that Denny Hamlin and Harvick are at the top of the list because we like to fade them anyways.
Yeah.
So I won't be having very many Denny Hamlin or Harvick. I'll be having my fair share of BK, but anywhere from BK to Joey Logano, let's say. I mean, any of those or all those could lead laps.
Right.
So I would love to. Camera malfunction. I would love to get 3 of those if I could. That would be the goal.
Yeah.
But unfortunately, I don't see it being possible with building any decent lineup.
Okay. Well, that is true, and we do love fading Hamlin and Harvick as much as that might bite us in the rear end sometimes.
It'll make us money one day.
Yeah.
One day it will pay off, damn it.
Yeah, and I mean, okay, so you're talking about page 1 here of the guys, 12,000 to 9,700, which is a huge variance from the top to Joey Logano. And I mean, how silly is that? Because you feel like Joey Logano and Chase Elliott should be up top there, given the recent races and everything that's going on. But seems like DraftKings scoring is weighed heavily with odds and projections and everything like that. And that puts them up top because they have been the 2 best drivers since post-COVID.
Absolutely.
And all the craziness. And Brad's been hot too. I mean, it looks to me like 1, 2, 3, Brad, Harvick, and Hamlin are the 3 favorites to go to the Final 4 in Phoenix. So, but
Yeah.
luckily this isn't that race. So, I mean, how do you not put a Joey Logano and a Chase Elliott given the recent history there? Because they seem like value up top.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. Yeah, I mean, not only that, but how do you not take Brad? Brad should be in put him out of your lineups. I mean, he's got great history here and led a bunch of laps the last time. Hold on, let me pull up on the spreadsheet here.
Yeah, and I mean, Brad, where is it right here? Brad, jeez Louise.
Oh, man, here we go, yeah. Yeah, I mean, obviously won the last one.
Yeah, 3 wins here.
Yeah.
Joey or Elliott should have won that race the last time they were here, but then Elliott came and spanked their asses at the All-Star race. Another reason why he should be in the $11,000 range, but I'm not going to complain. You can almost what can we get with Elliott, Logano, and Bristol's arguably one of the best drivers ever at Bristol, Kyle Busch. Is there any way to get those 3 guys in a lineup here?
I mean, again, now you're down to 6,400 average, and I can't see picking anybody below Ryan Preece, and that's even a shot.
Really?
yeah, I can't take any of them, man. That they
Okay.
just don't.
All right. Well, let me drop some nuggets on you here
I'm listening.
because I got notes and I have asterisks next to these notes. Your boy Daniel Suarez, who won you a bunch of money when you took down
Me, me amigo,
the 100K
me,
in the Chrome Horn,
me amigo.
has an average finish of 13.71. Granted, that's an SHR equipment. Granted, who knows what Daniel Suarez is going to show up. But when you look and I see 7 races, so, whatever, 13.71 average finish, he's even got laps led. Was that I think that was from strategy, but he was still leading laps and 2 top 10s. And out of those 7 races, he's finished in the top 20th every time. So at 5,400, starting 29th, what are your thoughts on Daniel Suarez to
Can't
try
do
to
it.
try to get those top 3 guys? You just think he's 2 laps down after 100 laps and he's in trouble?
Here's why. I had him at Phoenix earlier in the year for all the same reasons that you're mentioning. But Phoenix, the way that Phoenix is there's a lot of off throttle time where you could roll, where you can, get the car to pivot. And I think he loses more time to the field the more they're in the throttle. So Bristol, you're on throttle for a lot of Bristol. I mean,
Yeah.
especially how small the track is. You're like this. You're wah, and then you're back into it. At
Right.
Phoenix, you're rolling out of the throttle. It's wah, and then you're back into it, especially in 3 and 4.
Right.
So I think that equalizes the playing field for Daniel Suarez and being undermotored.
Okay.
So I think here, especially with what I just watched in the earlier race this year, I don't think he's got to keep up. I don't think he's got enough balls to keep up unless there's a bunch of wrecks, and I don't see there being a shitload of wrecks.
Okay, that's fair. It makes me a little sad because I like this guy Corey LaJoy, but his average finish at 28th. Unless he comes out with a car that I'm unaware of, I think 25th through 28th is realistic for that team. And so boom, so Priest, arguably one of the best short track racers in the Northwest on short track circuits. Man, what JTG Jordy car is going to show up here? Can he finish top 20? His average finish is 18th, so it's tough. Can he pull the short track magic?
Probably not, but that's as low as I'm going.
Okay, so we got to get fair value. I don't know.
But see, this is where I ran into the problem with the triple stack is because really the lowest I would want to go and feel comfortable
Yeah,
would be John Hunter Nemechek.
yeah. Well, obviously he's got, even though it's only one race, he finished 13th.
Yeah.
So I mean that's almost an auto click. And
Yeah.
then I have written down here as one of my best values of an all-time Ironman at Bristol Motor Speedway. Matt Kenseth seems to be like the Lonto Griffin value play down here. No one giving him any love. In season long and Survivor NASCAR leagues, I saved Matt Kenseth for Bristol. That was pretty much an auto click for me, not even thinking of a situation. But with him and Nemechek, 6,500, man, that kind of leaves you slim pickings. So you're just kind of praying to kind of get
Right.
the rest there. So yeah, that 3 stack's tough.
It is. It is.
That's tough.
So I won't be doing very many 3 stacks this week, if any.
All right, well, I'm going to throw a dart and do a Ty Dillon and build that lineup because I kind of like that after looking at it. That was Kyle Busch, Ty Dillon, Chase Elliott, Matt Kenseth, Logano, Nemechek. Nemechek, if he finishes 20th, I'm happy.
Oh yeah.
Logano's going to lead us laps. Kenseth has top 10 potential. Elliott can lead us laps. Ty Dillon, Lord help us, if he finishes in the top 20, that's money in the bank. And then Kyle Busch, arguably one of the best drivers at Bristol. I'm locking that one in. $400 left on the table. No one will have that. So there's that. So let's get on to the next one here. So let's go down here. Other notables on my list is Bubba Wallace, average
Yeah.
finish of 19th. Always seems to find a gear at Bristol, which is kind of nice. He also has laps led. I have,
He ran very well here earlier this year too.
yeah, my pick um, against you for Rookie of the Year. You won that with Cold Custard. Christopher Bell finished ninth here, starting 18th. Seems
Yep.
like that's a no-brainer. I mean, you watch any video of him racing at Bristol. I mean, everyone seems to be racing for second. Hang on one second. I'm so sorry.
Never did.
Eh. So yeah, so Christopher Bell, one of my favorite guys. Newman, Rocket Man Ryan Newman, is he still the track record holder?
I have no idea, but I'm gonna have to take a few of them this week, and I hate it.
Yeah, starting 25th.
I hate it.
You know my love for the burrito. I like the burrito this week. 8,100, man. That's almost sub 8,000 pricing finally, where he was in the beginning of the year. I love burrito this week as a value play. And my last kind of guy down here who shouldn't be priced where he is Tyler Reddick, man. 6,600 for Tyler Reddick. That seems like a steal.
Yeah, he's just been hit and miss lately, dude.
I know.
Earlier in the year, I'd have said yeah. I would have been
Yeah.
all over it. But it scares me because he could finish there or worse.
Yeah.
That's the problem.
Yeah.
I started getting a little fancy after we chatted earlier this morning briefly on the phone, and
Okay.
when I couldn't do my 3 stacks, I started building backwards,
Ooh.
and sometimes good things happen when you do that.
Yeah.
And
Oh, I got my pen out, so lay it on me.
I started with Alex Bowman.
Whoa. All right. That is supreme value. You feeling good about a top 10 from Alex Bowman on Saturday night?
I'm feeling good about him.
Okay.
I then also feel good about Elm Corolla, a little bit of Armurola.
All right. All right. That's 8,600. So 2 guys underneath the remaining average balance there. I like that. All right. Keep on trucking.
I got me some Austin Dillon.
Yeah. You know, it's so funny you say Austin Dillon, man. How cool
I
it
took
be.
all my money last week because he literally fucked me out of everything I ever put into the
Yeah.
draft. Yeah.
How cool would it be to see that black number 3 car back in victory lane on a Saturday night at Bristol?
The only way it would be cool is if I got him in the winning lineup.
Yeah. I think it'd be really cool. And Chocolate Myers was talking about it today on Sirius XM, and he was just like, man, we are feeling good. We are rolling into Bristol, and Austin's feeling good. The whole team's like the happiest he's seen them in the past couple of years. So that's exciting stuff for RCR. And another reason to like Reddick, kind of everyone's in a good mood over there. They know they got good stuff kind of everywhere they go. So that's exciting. So all right, Austin Dillon, 8,800 left. Keep on trucking.
All right. Any of the 2 people above Joey Logano.
Ooh. So dealer's choice.
But I did take Joey Logano.
Anyone above? All right, I'm going Kyle Busch.
All right.
That leaves me 81.
Take
And
one more up there.
And
Take
then
one more
I'm going to go Chase Elliott,
What do you got left?
55.
Oh, you took 2. Well, there's your LaJoy.
All right. Hang on. I believe in history and statistics, so I'm going to keep Kyle Busch in there. I'm at 8,100.
What's Joey Logano leave you with?
Joey Logano leaves me with 6,400 Joe Nemechek. So
There. Ooh.
All right. So that one's in. That is Eric Almirola, Alex Bowman, Kyle Busch, Austin Dillon, Joey Logano, and John Hunter Nemechek. Just be prepared there for John Hunter Nemechek to be John Hunter Nemechek.
Yeah, he could wreck on the 3rd lap.
So you've been warned. All My, if I were to build a core, um, and kind of throw statistics and throw numbers out the window this week and look solely on the narrative of the weekend, a guy who has to win to make the next round of playoffs, sitting um, one of the lowest drivers in the playoffs, it pretty much has to win to get in because this is his night, and that's Ryan Blaney at 8,800, 14th. When I look at Ryan Blaney, I see a really bad average finish, but I also watch the races and I understand the races, and 439 laps led at Bristol. He can lead, he can get there. He's had really bad luck and some dumb moves mess him up. Um, so far, I've only built quarter jukebox entries. I would have to say I put Ryan Blaney in a shit ton of lineups solely based on that narrative of he's going to do everything he can do to win this race. Your thoughts?
Well, I read an article about an interview that he just did like 2 days ago, and they asked him about Bristol, and he said, "I'd hate to be anyone in front of me."
Okay, so
so,
I
so there's
like
that.
that. I did not read that, but that just furthers my point. Um,
Yeah.
he doesn't have any wins. He's got 4 top 10s. So even if it is a mediocre night, he finishes in the top 10. I took a ton of him in the All-Star race to be different and be off of everyone, and it was working out really well. He just faded there at the end with strategy. Um, could that be the guy that is your third stud? Like if you're picking,
Yeah, I would put him as a yeah. I mean, if you wanted to, like what we already talked about though is he might wreck, and the chances are statistics say he's probably going to wreck. So
yeah,
I have a hard time taking him. But yes, if you wanted to say you wanted to build a three dom stack with him as your third, he could be a lap leader. So yeah, I agree. Yeah.
every lineup that I've put in that I have not put Ryan Blaney in, I felt really bad about leaving him out. I'm just like, this dude's gonna go out here and just like just have all the motivation, all the chip on his shoulders. Take it. You can do it. You've led laps before. Mustache, throwback hat, get her done Saturday night. I mean, and the guy right above him, Kurt Busch, man, how do you not like him this week? He
Oh
cracked
yeah.
he cracked the $9,000 range. Do you think he's going to be overlooked with the Eric Jones and people around him?
I mean, I hope.
Yeah.
uh,
I
I
mean,
hope, but I don't think so. I
okay.
think people know that this is a track that he does very well at. I mean, he loves to announce here in Xfinity. Like I think he's announced the last 4 Xfinity races here or
Yeah.
three. So
He did a great job last night.
yeah,
He did a
yeah,
great job telling me how great my drivers wrecked with Stuart
yeah.
Friesen and explaining the issue of what Stuart Friesen was dealing with and explaining to me why all my bubbles were on the left-hand side of my screen very well
That's what a critic does.
in between putting the kids to sleep and cleaning up from dinner. Man, I was listening to him just explain my drivers right away. So that was great. Kurt Busch has an average finish of 10th. Okay, so starting 13th, the odds of him getting you positive points right there. Um, he could be another one of your guys of the three dominators. I think it's more of a long shot than Blaney or anyone else down in that realm right there. But he could do it.
I think it's more possible that he does it than Jimmy.
Yeah, Kurt Busch.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so too. And we might eat those words if Jimmy Johnson decides to ever wake up out of his cave. But whatever. Starting
I'm
20.
gonna let everyone bite on that chalk of Jimmy Johnson, and I'm gonna
Yeah.
go everywhere else for it there.
Well, I'm going to go with the guy right under him who is number 2 driver in kind of my core group this week, and that is Clint Boyer. Uh,
Oh
Clint,
yeah.
Clint Boyer, um, average finish of 7.2, 2 top 5s, 6 top 10s, and all 7 of those races finished in the top 20. and he has over 140 laps led since 2017. Could be the lap leader we need. Could be the low-owned guy we need.
That's right.
Um, him and Blaney, man, are kind of where I kind of went, kind of building, leaving me 8,200 to kind of go wherever I wanted to get my Bell, to get my Matt Kenseth, who I like, which got me back up to Joey Logano and Eric Jones, and I like that lineup. Something
What do
like
you
that.
think? What do you think about which I guess is very similar to the lineup I was talking about earlier? But what if you squeeze 5 playoff drivers in a lineup?
Yeah, I mean, you know, as long as you include Ryan Blaney in that, because if I do that, I want guys that are trying to get in. They
Oh,
just
I know.
have that extra motivation. They have that extra
Almirola,
push.
Blaney,
Yep.
Bowman.
Burrito.
Ah,
He's got to. He has to. He has to. He's got to be one of those guys,
he
man.
didn't run the way he ran at the race earlier this year. Here, it just didn't impress me.
Yeah.
Um, I know he did what he did a year ago, and
He won a
and
stage in the All-Star race.
I know, I know, but look how he ended up there.
Yeah, he in the fence.
Well, so
Costed me $100.
I just
All right, all right, all right. So we have Almirola, Blaney, Bowman, three guys who can run in the top five. That's 8,500 left. Did you say Byron?
I didn't say Byron.
Okay.
No, but you could take him too. I mean, yeah. I mean, he could wheel it around here. I don't see why not.
So if you
I mean, the
put Byron
results.
in there, that's 8,850. That gets you Boyer.
No, that's too balanced.
Okay.
That's too balanced.
Okay.
We
So
need a
how about we snag Christopher Bell, Matt Kenseth, get some place differential with Bubba. Priest and really get after it. Should we do Priest? What's Priest leave us? Priest gives us anything we want. Wow,
10 more, huh?
you can get Denny Hamlin there.
Fuck that.
All right, I have to have a Denny Hamlin lineup in quarter jukebox, so I did that. I did
Mm,
that. And yeah.
And I have a feeling Corey LaJoy and Suarez are going to end up in a few of my freaking lineups.
Well, yeah.
Well, just because I run out of money.
Yeah. So okay, Corey LaJoy. Let's do that one together and take a look at that. So Corey LaJoy, Daniel Suarez. I can't wait to have a program to where you guys can just see my phone while I'm doing this, so we can really do this together. That leaves you $9,700, Tyler. All right, I'm doing my auto click Blaney because he's got to win, and that leaves us 10,100. Logano, 10,300. Brad, we haven't made a Brad on here yet. That gets us Jones. I'm doing that. That'd be interesting.
What's that?
That is a Ryan Blaney, Eric Jones, Brad Keselowski, Corey LaJoy, Joey Logano, Daniel Suarez lineup, which leaves $0 on the board, maximizing that out. But that's only because I went Eric Jones there. You can do Kurt Busch. You can kind of run that down if you wanted to do top-down method on that one. But do what you want to do there. The only thing that scares me in that lineup is having number one and number two. But if those guys run number one and number two, lead laps, get fast laps, 500 laps of racing and points to get, they can do it. And that also gets all three Penske drivers in there, which is also very interesting.
That is interesting. I like doing a Penske stack.
So that's a Penske. get you Eric Jones. And then we're praying to dear God that LaJoy and Suarez can manage something, maybe some of the get some wrecks, get some points there, and stay there. Maybe get some waiver rounds and get back on there.
I'm curious to see how many cars remain on the lead lap.
Man, it seems like we'll see how tame. It seems like Xfinity can get a little rowdy. So let's see how tame those guys are. I heard they are spraying the track. They couldn't spray the track last night for the trucks because of the weather, but I heard they are spraying it tonight. So keep
But
your
the
eye out.
sauce, the
Yeah.
juice,
At PJ1 VH1, sticky stuff.
the stickums.
Sticky stuff. So yeah, I made a kind of like I do in golf and stuff like that, just to see like who the guys are. I did a fantasy points per race lineup to kind of see how balanced you can get it, based on the right around the average remaining balance. And that lineup was Eric Almirola, Ryan Blaney, Clint Boyer, William Byron, Austin Dillon, and Jimmy Johnson, and left $300 on the table. I ran that twice. I took out Austin Dillon, and you can get Matt DiBenedetto in there. If you're looking for the most balanced fantasy points per race, per DraftKings pricing, that is what is there. Um, so yeah, I feel like my personal gut and my heart kind of is pushing me into the Kyle Busch direction. I think Kyle Busch is your winner. I think he is going to go out there and be Kyle Busch. There's a lot of good vibes over in his camp, my camp, and I feel good about it. And him and Ryan Blaney, I think, are the two guys who can get her done this week. And I like the starting spot for them. If either of those guys get out and lead, that's a lot of points. And both those guys are hard to pass. Everyone's hard to pass, but both those guys. And since I've been going to Bristol, Kyle Busch has been winning
Oh yeah,
there. And it seems to be the Kyle Busch playground. And I am
yeah,
going
but
to
nothing has been the Kyle Busch playground this year that should have been.
listen. The finishes are lining up better and better. If you were to look at a strokes gained or driver rating line, which I wish I had, it is all. If it was a stock, you'd be buying. You know, it's going in the right direction. And I think starting ninth, man, we've seen what he can do there. I hope he can do it. I think it'd be really cool. And if he does win this race, um, I wish we were in a gambling state because I'd have you lay money down on him making the final four. I think if he wins a race, I think Domino's and Avalanche and
Yeah, well, he's going to do what he did last year.
yeah, it's right there. It's right
Oh, I
there.
know.
Him,
I think. I
he.
think.
Go ahead.
I was going to say. I think Elliott and Logano have a better shot because I
I,
think
I,
one
I,
of them should have won the last race, and I think
I
they're going to be fast again.
of course they are, and they were right there in the All Star race. They were right there. Um, I'm just my heart and my guts telling me Blaney has to win this race, and Kyle Busch is fucking chomping or champing, as whatever Skip says, um, at the bit. He is just dying. He's got blue balls from missing victory lane. He's got to do it. And there is, to me, this in Martinsville, if he doesn't win here, I'll feel the same way at Martinsville about him because I feel like he does. This is like this is his place, man. I mean that trophy case of his has so many Bristol trophies in it. It's just unbelievable, and that's where I'm at with that. And I think Matt DiBenedetto gets up on the wheel, and Christopher Bell. So if you can fit those guys in as a core four and kind of play with that, I don't see how you have a bad night. So
Yeah, I mean,
that's just my thoughts, and that's where I'm at, and that's where a majority of my lineups are going to be in the quarter jukebox in the 15K happy hour cup, 20 entry max, and then I'm gonna do a couple single entries, and I it depends on how much I win tonight on Xfinity. Will depend on how much I roll into the big lobby. But no matter what, I'll have my my 2 darts in the big lobby, and anything we go from there. But if I win a lot in Xfinity, I'm gonna be playing a lot in.
And let's talk about that real quick. Then a little ender. Where'd you end up with the Xfinity?
So we finished yesterday, and I just had quarter jukebox entries in, and now as of 4:49, I have 8 entries into the 10K to first because I started feeling really good about fitting 4 guys in there that can run top 10 and do it. And I really found a lot of value in the Michael Annettes. And out of those 2 lineups, I did only 2 of them have Allgaier in it, just to be different. My 2 Allgaier lineups, I feel really good about it. I made 1 Briscoe and kind of went balanced around that. But I'm sticking to my guns. I still have a lot of Herbst. I still have a lot of pasta, Alfredo sauce. But
Pasta.
Annette, Herbst, Alfredo, Jones, Burton, kind of that mid-range, getting as many guys as we can into running good positions is kind of where I'm at. I didn't worry too much about place differential
Me neither.
for tonight in Xfinity. I wanted to pick as close as I could to the finishing order.
That's right. That's where I went too.
My pivot.
That was my pivot, especially trying to get away from Allgaier.
Yeah, but I still have my Allgaiers. I have 2. Feel good about it. Yeah. Go Ross Chastain. Go Brendan Jones. Go Justin Haley. That's where I'm at. So we'll see. But if Herbst and Alfredo can keep it clean and keep it in front of them, I like my chances there. That's where I am at. If you guys need us, reach out to us on social media. We Live Fantasy. I am mchaffee55 on Twitter. Tyler has the Facebook page. Lacey has the Instagram page. We have the website. Reach out.
Check it out.
Yeah. Do you think? Thank you for everyone who has been watching, by the way. Tyler and I were talking last night. We're like, holy shit, this video has 7 views. So that was cool. So thank you, everyone.
We got 4 subscribers.
And 4 subscribers. We just started the website, just getting finalized logos and having fun. Tyler has taken down a few big lobbies and is now traveling the NASCAR circuit. He is in Charlotte, North Carolina tonight. Could not get tickets to Bristol. They were a little more stingy this time. But he's got our boots on the ground. I'm here in lovely Bradenton, Florida, where we all grew up and love what we do. Play DraftKings all the time. Fantasy sports. Tyler's been pretty damn successful at it, so we wanted to share our knowledge and share our love.
Not lately. You've been winning.
Yeah, well, we'll see.
Took down the Xfinity pretty good the other week. Was it last week?
For hating Xfinity. That's why I think I went a little crazy tonight, is because I feel a little bit better. But the lobbies really sucked. So it's quarter jukebox and the 5K for me tonight. And you're in the big lobby solely. Did you make any single entries?
Yeah, I've got 32 entries in the big lobby, and 14 of them have Allgaier.
Okay. Whoa. All right. Well, go Tommy Joe. We need Tommy Joe.
Got some Tommy Joes.
I need some Tommy Joe love. All right. So thank you, everyone. Thank you for watching, and good luck. Reach out. Have a good weekend. If you
let us know about your winnings.
If you're unsure, share with us. If you guys do well, like us on all those social media. And if you guys have any trouble communicating with us, comment below. We had a comment we got to respond to the other night, so just comment below, and we'll point you in all the right directions. Give you the contact info. So good luck. Screw Gary Woodland. Let's go Bristol, baby.